Next to our Commander-in-Chief, today's airmen and their families have no better friend. And the nation has no stronger advocate for air and space power than Dr. Heather Wilson. And how appropriate that her last official act as our secretary is here, where it all started over 4 decades ago at our beloved academy. And yet again, she is graduating 1 year ahead of me. Graduates, parents, families and friends, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce to you the 24th Secretary of the Air Force, Dr. Heather Wilson.
Thank you, Chief, and thank you for everything you have done for our Air Force. I could not have asked for a better woman. For the parents in the stands, these graduates are some of the best young men and women in America because you raised them to be that way. Thank you for entrusting them to our care. Know that we will give them the training and the equipment they need to be able to fight and win and come home again. To our graduates in the class of 2019, there is a nation outside of this stadium depending on you. Samuel Adams wrote in 1748 that neither the wisest constitution nor the wisest laws will secure our liberty. They must be defended by those who value freedom. You have decided to prepare yourselves to take a solemn obligation today. Thank you for choosing to be airmen. "41 years ago, Dave Goldfein and I got full-ride scholarships and one-way tickets from sea level to 7,258 feet, far, far above Annapolis and West Point. We each got off the bus with a single suitcase at the base of what was then the Bring Me Men ramp and began journeys that have brought us back to this place by different routes. General Goldfein grew up as a joint warfighter, as a leader, and I veered into public policy and Congress and higher education. In his poem, Little Gidding, T.S. Eliot wrote, "We shall not cease from exploration, and the end of all our exploring will be to arrive where we started and know the place for the first time." It has been my honor to have been the first graduate of this institution to have become the Secretary of the United States Air Force. Mr. President, thank you for that honor. This graduation will be my last official event as your secretary, and it has been my honor to serve with all of you. It is also now my pleasure to introduce the 45th President of the United States. From the day he stepped into office, the the President began reversing more than a decade of military decline. Over the past 3 years, his budget has proposed significant increases for our air and space forces, which we have used to restore the readiness of the force to win any fight, anytime, to recruit and train new people, and to buy modern equipment for the airmen who will be commissioned here today. His #1 priority has been the safety and security of the American people and the country that we love. We are privileged to have him here today. Ladies and gentlemen, the Commander-in-Chief and the President of the United States, Donald Trump.